After being misled all of your life by a stupid triangle, you decided to give the carnivore diet a try to regain your health, but it was harder than you thought giving up all the sugar and carbs, leading you to fail multiple times trying to just eat meat. But instead of staying down and cowering in the corner with a Twinkie in your mouth, you decided to get back up and come out swinging. That, dear viewer, makes you a warrior.
You warriors are good. Real good. The best.
Hey, warriors, what is going on, everybody? Larry here. Hope you guys are doing great. It's February 3rd, and as you can see, I'm Lonely Larry. Rolling solo tonight. Cassie had something that came up she had to take care of. Life happens. And I've been wanting to hang out with you guys, so I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to come on here solo, hang out with y'all for a few minutes, chit chat, answer any questions you guys have, and see how you all are doing, because I know a lot of you are part of the greatest carnivore diet comeback in history. Really good to see you all. It's been a good day. Yeah, you guys, I see Victoria here. I like the glasses. Yeah, you guys, we did that vlog a couple weeks ago, and I finally got my new spectacles. I can actually see your comments now, which is really nice. I really don't like the glare you see from the light, but oh well. Getting old has, it takes a toll on you. Let's just put it that way. But it's so good to see you. Since I'm solo, I'm gonna bring you guys up and say hi as you are piling in. If you're watching the replay, I'm glad you stopped by. It's a lot easier to do a live stream when you got someone to chit chat with. But I've done many of these, and I dig hanging out with y'all. And I had nothing going on tonight. And I saw Dr. Barry didn't do a live tonight. That's why I was going to do it at 8 o'clock. Let him have his moment and then jump on. But because I usually check out a little bit of his live. But he didn't have one tonight, so I was kind of shocked by it. He's probably busy. Life happens, right? But Sherry, it's good to see you. Lucas, what is up? Emma and Tracy. Hi from snowy Connecticut. What's up, Tracy? And Victoria, good to see you. The Carnivore Collective. You are never alone, Larry. You have us. Very cool. Yeah, I actually called Carnivore Kip earlier since Cassie wasn't going to be able to make it, see if he wanted to come on. But he had something going on too, so he couldn't. And I did try and call Sean, the intentional carnivore, but he didn't answer his phone, so shame on him. Aaliyah Landon, hi from Florida. What's going on, Aaliyah? Kathy Ray, hi Kathy. Now, doing this solo, y'all, I might run a little behind, but you know how that goes. Those of you who've seen me do this before. Cheryl, hi Larry, watching from California, my home state. Good to see you, Cheryl. Lots of carnivore. Hey Larry, you're such an inspiration to those of us who struggle. Well, I'll take that badge of honor for sure. There's a lot of perfect carnivores out there on YouTube, but Cassie and I have always shown you the ups and downs. But I'm really in a groove and I'm feeling good. So I hope you're doing good too. Hey, John. Hey, Larry. Good to see you. Good to see you, brother. John's a long-time viewer, and he's always rooting us on. Still happy with your prez? Mona Prez. You talking about the United States? I'm not sure what you mean there, Mona, but it's good to see you. Nancy, so good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Cool. Yeah, I figured, hey, Dr. Barry's not on. Maybe a few more people will stop by and say what's up. It's good to see y'all. Hey, Lucas, started carnivore diet January 1st, down 30 pounds. Look forward to your check-ins. That's awesome. Wow, 30 pounds since January 1st? That is really cool. I actually, when I did talk to Kip, he told me he had lost around 25 pounds. And when Cassie and I were at our heaviest, when I was at 360, I lost 25 pounds that first month on our third attempt after I gained a bunch of weight. And, this time I lost 13 pounds for the month of January. But, I started from, 314. So, yeah, being heavier, the weight definitely comes off quicker. But congratulations, Lucas. That's amazing. Hello from Ohio. What is up, Deb Hammer? Ohio. Hello from North Idaho, Samara Marie. What's up, Marie? Or Samara? It's always confusing when someone's got like first and last name that could be either. Kathy Ray, all right? Wow, Lucas. Tina, Vermont. Hey, glad you stopped by. Terry, hey, from New Hampshire. You guys got any questions? Do a QQQ. You can ask me anything. That one comment about the Prez. Sometimes we talk about politics, not very often, but I'm down for anything when I go solo. So whatever you guys want to talk about is all good. Nancy, hello from Reno, Nevada. Hey, Nancy, played my very first pro amateur pool tournament in Reno, Nevada when I was 16. I love Reno. I've been there quite a few times. Tracy, I just read a statement from Ben Kinkman in response to what he'd do if he had CA. I'm assuming cancer. Follow the strictest carnivore diet ever. Yep. Heard that a lot. I mean, that was Cassie's whole reason, right? For, first going low carb and then searching really what would work. And we ended up landing on carnivore. Keep that cancer away. Patty, love and prayers all the way from Australia. Glad you stopped by, Patty. Very cool. Let me see. Hey, Jeff. Good evening, Larry. I'm so glad to catch you live. Stay strong, brother. No sugar, no carbs, no cheating. Yeah, so far so good, Jeff. You guys know I'm not doing the BBBE challenge for February. I have enjoyed some chicken. Oh my gosh. It was so good after 31 days without it. I really enjoyed it. Still haven't had any shellfish. I thought by now I'd have some shrimp, but no go there. And I still have not had any cream in my coffee. Pretty much used to the butter. You know what I mean? The salt and the butter. So we'll stick with that. Ponzi Wanzi. Hello from Washington State, the beautiful state of Washington. Been there a few times, Seattle area. I love it. It's absolutely gorgeous. Let's see who else is. And I like that name, by the way, Ponzi Wanzi. Sherry, not full carnivore, but spent the whole month getting back on track. Down almost 9 pounds of the 16 I gained. Feels so much better. There you go, Sherry. Very cool. Vicky, new to your channel, so helpful. Well, that's cool, Vicky. Glad you're here. Yeah, it's crazy. Cassie and I have battled 4 years here on YouTube. 55,000 subscribers. It's crazy. We always gain new subscribers with every video, but we always lose a lot too. So I don't know why that is, and we don't do a whole lot of, what would you call it, networking, where we work with other carnivore channels. That might be one of the reasons, we don't have a ton of subscribers, but we never thought we'd be at 55,000, let me tell you. So really glad you found us, Vicky. Very cool. Hi, Bella Brat. Hi from Southern Cali. Very cool. Bella Brat, where in Southern California? Let me know. I'm from originally San Dimas, California. My dad worked in Pasadena for, he was at the same job 46 years. He worked there. So I'm real familiar with the area. Another from Washington State. Cool. Good to see you. Oh, Tammy. Yeah, what is the plan for February? Just general carnivore diet. Salt only. And I say that, but maybe once in a while if Cassie makes something with a few seasonings, I might eat it. I'm really going to stay away from the cheese still, Tammy. But I did say I wanted to have one of those chaffles that Cassie made. And she's actually experimented a little further because of all of the suggestions that she's got from a lot of you without adding cheese. She's made a few chaffles. She said they're amazing. But I do plan to have maybe a little cheese when I have a chaffle cheeseburger. You know what I mean? But other than that, yeah, it's pretty much just going to be the strict general carnivore diet and drinking. You guys are familiar with my big tumbler, getting my water in, and that's it. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, CA cancer, yes. Got another question. Hey, Tina, anyone have problems with dizziness when starting carnivore about 2 weeks in? Well, gang, any of you have dizziness? Throw it in the comments there. As far as I go, I mean, I have heard some people say they get a little dizzy when they hit the keto flu. Um, I usually get really fatigued when the keto flu hits me, but yeah, and it hits me hard. It didn't hit me that hard this last time, which was cool. So, but dizziness is no fun, Tina. I dealt with vertigo for quite a while when I was at the height of my alcoholism, and it is very debilitating. So I'm assuming you don't have anything like that, but dizziness is no fun. Aaliyah, question. I had gastric bypass and I always fear I cannot get enough protein and fats. Anyone have any insights from experience? Well, Cassie had a large portion of her colon removed when she was diagnosed with cancer. And she's often wondered that also, is she getting enough nutrients from her food? So, gang, if you have any, anything you can add for Aaliyah in the comments would be cool. You guys know I'm not a doctor, but yeah, I don't know. I think you'd be fine, Aaliyah, because I know Cassie's looked up a lot of information on that, and she's never really worried about it. At times she has, but then she looked it up. Dana, I love how carnivore's skin looks so amazing and glows. Cassie, and your skin looks amazing. Thanks, Dana. Mine's looked better. I mean, a lot of that is the lighting. But man, when I was at my lightest, around 250 pounds, my skin really did look good. I mean, there's a big difference now. I can still tell it doesn't look as good as it did. So I'm looking to get back forward, looking forward to get back to that look. But I totally agree with you. You see carnivores who are eating strict for a while, man, they look good. So, Elaine, hello from Canada. Hey, Elaine. um, has anyone heard from Amanda? Carnivorous me? Nope. Cassie sent her a few messages months ago, never heard back from her. And I thought she would have been back on YouTube by now. She had put out that community post and said she was going to be back, gosh, I think like in September. And then we're thinking, well, maybe around the first of the year she'll come back. We were hoping she would come back and, be like, at her goal weight and just, destroy all the haters, the middle finger at all the haters. But I hope she's doing well. Don't know her personally. I've never talked to her, but just from her content, she seems like a sweetheart. And we do know people who have talked to her before, mutual friends, and they say she's awesome. So, Kathy Ray, do you think you'll go back to the 3-day fasting every other week like you did last year? Cassie and I were just talking about that, Kathy, and maybe not that exact protocol, but I might definitely throw a 24-hour or a 48-hour fast in, every once in a while. It's just such a powerful tool, and gosh, after doing that 21-day fast, a 48-hour fast is just a blink of an eye. It's nothing. So definitely, I always feel good when I fast. Sherry, yeah, Tina, electrolytes help with dizziness. Yeah, I definitely should have mentioned that. You're right, Sherry. I love our community. Tina, hey Mary, this is Tina from Southern Indiana. You're going to do this. Larry, very cool. Southern Indiana, yeah, okay. Jeff, would you share a bit about what happens? You stall, not falling off? That happened to me, Jeff. Gosh, when would it be now? About 2 years ago. When I got down to about my lowest weight, and I ate the BBBE. I ate that, man, probably for 7 to 9 months. I forget. It was quite a while. Maybe not that long. Maybe 6 to 9 months. And my weight loss completely stalled. I actually fluctuated. It was about 12 pounds. Just for months and months and months, and I never looked any different. And that was during the time when the intentional carnivore, Shaun White, he was dropping 300 pounds in a year, and I was just in the stall. And we used to joke, man, you're going to catch up with me. And he did. He ended up catching up with me and passing me up, and he got to his goal weight. I never really figured that out. Some people said I was under eating because a lot of that time I was only doing one meal a day. And that, you know, logically you think, well, eating more fat and protein, you'll start losing weight. And I did try that a little bit, but I never really was consistent with it. Upping my calories to see if it would start, getting me through that stall. I tried fasting, but it can be frustrating, Jeff. And I wish I had just stuck with it. You know what I mean? You guys know I've made some mistakes since then. But I could definitely say the one word that comes to mind if you're going through that is it's frustrating. And a lot of people told me, Larry, it's time to start exercising. And I just never followed through. So if you're in that situation, Jeff, I feel you, man. Because it can be frustrating, especially if you're going months and months. You're eating properly, you're doing everything right in your mind, and it's just not coming off. It's like, what's going on, man? Sheila, good evening from Illinois. Hey, Sheila, Illinois. Cassie and I lived in Poplar Grove, Illinois, right near Rockford. I lived there for a while. Cheryl, Larry, I'm originally from Orange County, but I'm in Yucaipa, not too far from San Dimas. Awesome. Yeah, my sister went to San Dimas High School. Oh, Shelly, what is going on, Shelly? Let me tell you something. Shelly is one of the coolest people in the world, and she is always rooting for Cassie and I. Hi, everyone. I have a little bit of time before I go to choir practice, so I can hang out with you for a while. It's really good to see you, Shelly. It'd be cool to hear you singing that choir, girl. Let's see here. Tina's thinking Sherry. Mandy. Hi, Larry. Still with you since the start of your journey, my friend. UK hugs. Wow. Well, that's very cool, Mandy. Thank you so much. Jeanette. I believe that's how you pronounce that, right? Jeanette. Did she recently? Oh, wait. She did post recently. I feel that she's staying away a bit longer. Okay, she did put out a community post recently. I'll have to check that out. Talking about carnivorous me. Cool. Yeah, Barbara. Hey, Larry, let's kick butt. Yeah, I agree. Let's kick butt. I'll give you guys an update on Brandon. My buddy who started carnivore. I texted him today. I said, how you doing? He said he slipped up. And he's a member of, he's actually a little more than a member of his Moose Lodge. And he said he slipped up at the Moose Lodge. He's also, I got to, make a plan for when I'm there to eat carnivore. So he said he's getting right back on it. But he was honest with me. He's like, yeah, I messed up. So it's only day 3 of his carnivore diet. And, Cassie made the comment like, that's, a lot of people have trouble when they first start. So I told him, it's not a problem. You can do this. John, I stopped cheese for a little over a month. Publix had fresh mozzarella on sale, so I decided to make a nice carpese salad. It was delicious. A little bit of a treat for you there, John. Very cool. What about Carnivore Soldier? Sue, I think Cassie's aware of his channel. That rings a bell, but I'm not sure. He does have a channel, right? Carnivore Collective. Sorry for the typos. Limited in space. My is a deal for me. No problem. I don't know what that meant, Carnivore Collective. It's no problem though. Doug, what's up, Doug? Good to see you, man. Hello from Oregon. Still under 400 pounds, 3 weeks now. No regain. Very cool, man. Very cool. Oregon, another beautiful state. Been through there a few times with my dad. We took a couple trips up to Washington. Beautiful country. Absolutely love it. Kay. Hi, Larry. Keep up the great work. Hi to Cassie. Kay from Australia. Very cool. All the way from Australia. That just always blows me away. Lady T. What is going on, Terza? Good to see you. Yeah, I'm always late. Or I'm late. Yeah, I almost messaged you, Terza, because Terza's in our Facebook group. I almost messaged you, hey, you want to do this live with me? But it was such short notice. I didn't, because I know you're busy with the family and everything. I do got to start reaching out to, start, what do they call it? Networking with more carnivores. But I enjoy doing these solo too. But it's really good to see you, Terza. Hope you had a great day, girl. I'll tell Cassie to stop by too. Just curious, with carnivore, even if you eat more calories than you burn, will you still lose weight? If so, how? I've always wondered that too, and I've seen so many testimonies that people get in a stall and they up their calorie intake and they start losing weight. It's crazy. Um, I am not sure about that, my friend. Anyone heard any of the doctors mention that? Let real adventures know. But it is, it goes against normal thinking, right? I totally agree with you. Doug, do my annual physical and labs February 10th. Awesome. Well, it'd be cool if you share in group with us, Doug. Carnivore Quest community on Facebook. Hey, Kathy, how are you? Hey, Eric. I live in Poplar Grove, Illinois. What a small world, right? What a trip. Yeah, that's where we were living when my mom was murdered. And we adopted the kids. And yeah, Cassie and I, we actually had our first house in Candlewick Lake. So, small world. So that's the first place I ever had Culver's too. I was Belvedere, Illinois. It's funny. Ghoulie. I had a personal trainer who is pro carnivore advised me to eat 230 grams of protein per day and limit fat. Weight dropped quickly. Try cutting down the fat. Okay, there you go. That was toward Jeff, I believe. Jeff asked that original question. Turner's on the road. Hey, Larry. Hey, what is up? Sue. Haven't seen him since way before Christmas. Talking about the carnivore soldier. All right, let me see here. Mandy, 4 years with you, Larry. Been such a pleasure following you. Strange how I miss you on the quieter days. Very cool, Mandy. Here we go. Emma D. Talking a little pop culture here. I got you covered here. What's good on Netflix? Queen's Gambit was very good. Well, I'm glad you saw it. Wasn't it a good limited series? Great recommendation from you guys. What should I watch next? You know what Cassie and I have been watching on Netflix? The show Lost that came out in like 2010. I don't know if you've seen it before. Cassie had never really, she saw a few episodes and she never got into it. I had watched the entire thing with the kids way back in the day, and now I'm rewatching it with Cassie. And for some reason, she's loving it this time around. But yeah, that's really what we've been watching when we've had time. Or there's a show called Silo, Silo. It's really good, and that is on Apple TV. So those are my 2 recommendations. Hey, ready, set, keto. What is going on, y'all? You guys know James and Emily? Yeah, I should have, you know what? James, I should have hit you up. See if you wanted to do this live with me. They took a little bit of break from YouTube for a while, but you guys have been doing content again. It's always good to see you. Fellow Christians in the house. Yeah. Let's see. Bring that one down. Talking amongst each other. Any more questions, guys? I think am I almost caught up? Wow. Cassie, be proud of me. I'm almost caught up here. Grateful Keto. Extra calories shows your body that you are not starving and it doesn't need to hold on to the weight to protect itself. Oh, okay. So when you're eating less, you kind of go into starvation mode and it holds on to it. That's right. That's a good way to explain that. Have y'all been contacted by Kerry, whose channel is Homestead Hal? He's filming a documentary called Healing Humanity. Yeah, when he very first got in the carnivore space, he reached out a couple times to us, and the intentional carnivore was really going to be highlighted in that movie he's putting out. But Sean ended up walking away from that project, and yeah, we've never collabed with Kerry. But hope his movie reaches a lot of people. Kathy, just saw Kip post where he had cooked about 50 chickens for the church. Probably why he didn't respond. The picture he posted will make you drool. Yeah, I saw that, Kathy. No, he actually did respond when I called him. We talked for a few minutes. It was Sean that didn't respond. But Kip had stuff going on tonight. He had to get their little one down, and he had to stop by the store after work. And I told him no big deal. You know, this was on really short notice, so not a problem. But yeah, that picture he did put out, man, he was cooking it up, right, for the church. Emma D, what's your favorite restaurant? Ooh, for the carnivore diet, any place with good wings, Emma. I really enjoy. You know, I mean, we haven't been out to a restaurant in quite a while for like breakfast, but like say we do, I mean, it's been a long time. I'll have an omelet usually. But yeah, if I go out to a restaurant, I want to have something I don't have at home, and that would probably be wings. So I would say Buffalo Wild Wings. I mean, they're all right. We have a place near us that I take my boys to sometimes called Wing Nuts, and that's pretty good. But you know what? Let me amend that. I love our Brazilian steakhouse. Love it. Texas Day Brazil is the one that's near us. So that would be my favorite restaurant for sure. Yeah, it's phenomenal. If you ever get a chance to get to one of those, or get to a Brazilian steakhouse, oh, what's the other popular one? The one that Laura Spath goes to, Fogo de Chao, I believe, something like that. They're so good, you know. Broken Carnivore, good evening from Missouri. What's up, my friend? All the way from Missouri. That's nuts. Dolores, you are doing great. Sometimes it is rough. Been on since April, down 70 plus. Well, congratulations, Dolores. That is amazing. You know, so you probably already know, you know, that third part of our sign off, you know, no sugar, no carbs, no cheating. Because that cheating will take you down the brutal rabbit hole of weight gain. Just look at me. But congratulations, Dolores. 70 pounds is life changing. Kathy just watched a new movie on Netflix with Jamie Foxx and Cameron Diaz. It was great. All right. Remember the title, Kathy? Ready, set, keto. I would have joined you, darn it. We're going to have to do that, James, for sure. Like this month. Have you on here. My bad, man. Gosh, I think it was only an hour before I started when I talked to Kip. Then I tried Sean, and then I had to get the stream set up. And then I just totally spaced on you, brother. My bad. Well, you're keto anyway. No, I'm kidding. Ghoulie, yes, I still eat a lot of fat. I just cut down and prioritized protein. Prioritized. Yeah, okay. The dentures cut me some slack. Prioritized protein. Very cool. Lady T, that would have been awesome. A collaboration with Ready Set Keto. The realness in both of you would be awesome. Yeah, we've done it before. We've had James and Emily on the channel a few times. Very good people. Yep, you don't get more down to earth than James and Emily for sure. Love them. It's one of the, when we weren't able to go to Ketopalooza, that was one of the big bummers because we had planned to hook up with them and hang out. So, Deborah Hamilton, good to see you, Deborah. Calories don't matter. It's all about the hormones. Okay. Christine Peters, I wish that you and Cassie would be in Healing Humanity because you guys document not just the positive attributes, but also the struggles with living this lifestyle. Much love and peace. I appreciate that, Christine. Yeah, the carnivore diet elite, the doctors and everybody, I don't know if they look on it. I don't know how they feel about us, but, they're more in the camp of people who never fail, they never blow it. And Cassie and I just don't, we just don't fit that niche. We're not in that vibe, so appreciate that though, Christine. Fat Meat Lady, what's going on? Good evening from Canada. Awesome to see you. Yeah. Cheryl, keep it up, Larry. You're doing great. Very inspiring. I'm trying, Cheryl. I'm trying. Less junk, more health. I've always liked that name. Very cool. Good to see you. Hey, Larry, from the Space Coast of Florida. Keep up the great work. Well, thank you very much. Love you guys. Kel, hey, everyone. What's up, Kel? About time you made it. Emma D got all these good questions. I love it. Makes my job easier when I'm going solo here with y'all. Question, how do you like your steak? I like mine blue, as in super, super rare. Still mooing. Yeah, I like mine medium rare. And if it's not going to be medium rare, a little more to the rare side. I don't like my steak overcooked. But my favorite way to cook it is probably reverse searing it in the oven and then on the grill to finish it off. Tonight I'm going to be having, when I get done with this stream, I got a couple of those thick pork chops that I highlighted in my daily vlogs. And the other day, I wasn't doing a daily vlog, but for the very first time, I cooked them in the air fryer. Thick, thick chops are like an inch thick. Oh my gosh, you guys, they came out so good. I preheated the air fryer at 400 degrees, got nice and hot. Then I no seasonings, no salt, nothing. I just put one chop because it was pretty big. I couldn't get both of them in the air fryer. Threw it in there for 7 minutes at 400. Then I flipped it. Then I salted it. And another 7 minutes at 400. It was perfect. I actually did it for 6 minutes and checked it, and it wasn't quite done. So 7 and 7 at 400 degrees was amazing. So I'm going to actually have that when the stream ends. I'm going to have that again tonight. So good. Aaliyah Landon. I've been keto for 4 years and trying carnivore. Lots of love and all support from you and Cassie. Oh, lots of love for all the support you and Cassie give everyone. Appreciate that, Aaliyah. Yeah, I got to get in our Facebook group more. Just like this last week, I haven't been in there much. Been doing tax stuff and dealing with other things. So, but yeah, we love our community. And, that's pretty much my life is our community. Especially now that I'm not door dashing. So, Christine Peters, I would love to see more collaboration between us carnivore couples. Amen. Yeah. Yeah, we need to branch out a little more as time. I was, like you guys know, I was really depressed there for a while, um, coming up to the holidays last year. And, we had a collab planned with Lily Kane and just kind of, put everything on hold. I wasn't in the right headspace. And so, but for sure, feeling a lot better now, man. I don't want to miss anybody. Yeah. Hey, Truckabelly TV. What's going on? Uh, love to you from Seattle. Love Seattle, Stacy, and love you back, man. Seattle is amazing. I visited it twice with my mother. We had such a good time up there. Been there a couple times with my dad. So beautiful. Beautiful country. Megan, greatest comeback indeed. Love to see it, Larry. Keep it up. Very cool. Thank you. All right. Golf Addict. Good to see you. After the 6 months of carnivore going ketovore was the best thing for me, losing more weight and feeling awesome. Everyone is different. Okay. Very cool. Christine. What's up, Christine? I want you to know that you are both wonderful and truer than anyone else out here doing a carnivore YouTube channel. God bless you both. Thank you, Christine. That means the world to Cassie and I. Appreciate that. We sometimes we do feel like the black sheep of the carnivore YouTube community, but that's okay. That's all right. We have our community and that's really all that matters. Sometimes you get caught up in the numbers and your YouTube analytics and everything. And Cassie and I always tell each other, let's just focus on our people. Focus the folks who already know us and care about us. That's where we'll keep our focus. Because sometimes it's easy. You get a video that does really well. A video for a channel our size, like that gets 25,000 views is like, whoa, And it's almost like a dopamine hit getting that many views, and I don't know, you just got to rein it in sometimes and just, make sure your perspective is the right thing. And that's our viewers that care about us and not really worrying about, growing the channel to be, huge. And because most of our content is, there's two types of content. I mean, I know I'm babbling here, but there's two types of content you can put out there. The first kind is to bring in new viewers. And the second type of content is it's tailored to the viewers you already have. And that's probably 80% of our content is for the viewers that we already have. And if you like us and you subscribe. If you don't, that's cool too. So really appreciate that, Christine. Keep up the good work, Larry and Cassie. Thanks, Golf Addict. Do you have the bill? Let's see if I'm caught up here. No, not yet. Marnie Mac, what's up? Or Mary Mac, sorry. Today I am full on weight loss mode. Fell on ice today, brutal. Neighbor helped my husband pick me up. How embarrassing. I felt like a fish out of water. Couldn't get up on the ice. That has happened to me before, Mary, and it is embarrassing. So, weight loss mode. Boom, here we go. I hope you're all right. No injuries. Ice can be brutal. 12 years in Chicago, I know. I've bit it a few times. Merry Christine Turner. Just wanted to say thank you to you and your wife for being an inspiration for myself to try to find a better me. That's a good way to put that. Very cool. Christine, awesome. You're very welcome. John, QQQ, what's your question, bud? Did you forget to ask it? Oh, no, I see you right down here. Kel, so glad you're doing better, Larry. Me too, Kel. Me too, my friend. Oh, that was a long, when I called it when I was out in the wilderness, eating all that crap food, keeping it from Cassie, not making videos. It was very lonely, and I felt, especially deceiving Cassie, really brought up a lot of old feelings like when I was drinking, and I was hiding it from her. And it was just no good all the way around. And I'm in such a better place up here now, so thank you. John, do you think you'll ever go back to door dashing? Um, Maybe. You know, John, I had no problem door dashing when I was in beast mode and all my cravings had been reduced. I did, I've done DoorDash since we started making money on the channel. I've done door dashing part time and I never had a problem with it. It's just, I just got in this brutal snowball effect where, once I started doing the wrong things, I just couldn't say no to that food. But like if I went out and DoorDash tomorrow, let's say because I could, I still got the app and everything. It's not like you quit and you can't go back. I could go out and DoorDash tomorrow and I think I'd be all right because my cravings and everything are pretty much gone. And I got some momentum behind me. It's when you're really trying to get your footing is when it can be really brutal. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I might look into something else, maybe delivering for Amazon or something. I'm not sure. But I definitely need a flexible schedule with YouTube, to pair up with YouTube. So let's see. Patricia, hello everyone. Hey Patricia, good to see you. We hope all is well with Cassie. Yeah, I mentioned in the beginning of the stream, you guys, that Cassie, yeah, something came up. She couldn't be on the stream. Just life happens. She's not here at the house right now. She'll be back in a couple hours. But something came up and she had to do an errand. Our daughter, I haven't announced this yet. Our daughter decided to induce her labor, so we know the exact date we're going to have our grandbaby, and that will be on February 14th, Valentine's Day. The new grandbaby's coming, so it's going to be amazing. Charlotte will be born. Really looking forward to that. Lady T, Mary, Mark, hope you're feeling all right. Absolutely, right? After that brutal fall. Love you guys. Christine, thank you. Oh, okay. Just sore. Yeah, falling is never fun. You guys. Looking good. Keep up the good work. Hey, hit the thumbs up button, everybody. Very cool. Yeah, if you guys back out of the chat, I always forget to remind people on live streams. Hit the like button. It really helps on live streams. It helps with regular videos, but I've done a lot of research into YouTube and on live streams. Every time you hit the like button on a live stream, it might show, a few more people who have never even seen Carnivore Quest. So it really does help. Keto Simple. Good evening, everyone. What's up? Never give up, never surrender. You only fail when you don't give back up. Yeah, long time subscriber here. That is a fact. Yeah, for sure. Oh, all right, here we go. Less junk, more health. Hey, Larry, for January, I gave up coffee, dairy, and gum. I had okay results, but nothing earth shaking. But I did find out carnivore so easy for me with cheese. Now I have to figure out a balance. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't astounded with my results either. 13 pounds. I'm happy with it. But for those of you who saw my results video, I am so stoked about my emotional results. Yeah, I just feel so much better. But yeah, part of this journey is finding out what works for you. Now you have to figure out a balance for sure. I've never had a problem really moderating cheese. But I know I've done a few experiments with it. I know to stay away from it for the most part for me. It does me no good, you guys. It causes a lot of inflammation and it's just so easy to overeat too. Amazon sounds like a good idea. Yeah, we'll have to see. Mary Mac. Why do you start your program off only drinking water? You are the only person I have heard that does that. Drinking water? I don't know what you mean, Mary. You be a little more specific on that? I mean, I drink coffee too. I drink coffee with butter. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Kathy Ray. Just don't accept any orders where you have to go to Starbucks. Yeah, for sure. But the problem is there's a Starbucks everywhere you go, you know? Gosh. Now that's something I could not moderate. I used to tease Cassie about getting addicted to cream. Man, it really happened to me. You know what I'm saying? I really got addicted to those lattes. You know, and I know what addiction's about, man. And I did. I got addicted to them. So, for sure, Kathy. LVC, 80 degrees in San Dimas today. Currently 70. Nice. Shorts and a t-shirt. Nice summer day. So you're in San Dimas. Wow. Very cool. Yeah, I lived right up in San Dimas Canyon. So good. It's water. Emma, will you be watching the Super Bowl? Who do you root for? What carnivore snacks are good? No, I won't be watching the Super Bowl, Emma. All my family has always loved football. I've never been a football fan. I don't even know who's in the Super Bowl this year. Pretty sad, right? The only sports I follow, well, I don't even follow them anymore, would be MMA. I go through spurts where I follow MMA for a while, UFC, but no. But what carnivore snacks are good? Cassie put out a video last year. If you look back on our channel, she put out a video for Super Bowl, so check that out. I believe she released it 11 months ago, so if you go back in our older content, I'm thinking about doing an updated version and re-releasing it this week. So I might do that. But enjoy the game, for sure. Oh my gosh. Jana, what's up? Negative 41 here in Alberta. Oh my gosh. Brutal. Yep. That is about the coldest weather I've ever been in. I think with the wind chill, it was like negative 60. And that was one time in Chicago. And I'll never forget, Cassie and I went to a movie. And I believe it was Terminator 3. And we were coming out, and I had like Levi's on and my coat and everything. But I'll never forget, we had like 100 yards, maybe not that far, to get to our car. And from the walk from the movie theater to the car, my legs with that wind chill and the wind blowing felt like I had steak knives stabbing me in the legs through my Levi's. It was the coldest I've ever felt in my life. It was brutal. So stay warm. Oh, so brutal. Do you track ketones? I seem to need the feedback. More fat seems to help. Yeah, I do track ketones at times with our Keto Mojo. Actually, I was going to mention this in a video for you guys. The other day, I don't know, this is maybe a little more than a week ago. Cassie was feeling shaky, so she took our Keto Mojo and she checked her blood sugar, and it said 31. And I was like, what? So she redid it. She checked it again, and it was 30. And you guys know that's like you should be on your way to the hospital, right? I mean, 50, you should be on your way to the hospital. When I did that 14-day fast, my blood sugar was like 53, but my ketones were sky high. They were like 6.0, which is cool. But anyway, so I said, well, give me that. So I checked my blood sugar, and it was said 30. So we're thinking the machine's messed up, the Keto Mojo. And it comes with these two little bottles. You guys know I had pink eye a couple days ago. So I kind of haven't messed with it because when you got pink eye, I was just miserable, laying around with a washcloth on my eye. But the Keto Mojo comes with these two little bottles where you can test the machine to see if it's operating correctly. And I still need to do that. And but yeah, I do like to try. I do like to check my blood sugar and ketones for sure. But this is the first problem we've ever had with that Keto Mojo. So I'm hoping, I got to look on YouTube and see how you do the test to see if it's working correctly. But yeah, yeah, it's funny. The scale keeps some people motivated, and other people are motivated by tracking their ketones. I mean, it's not necessary, but I always like to see my ketones up there. Especially when I'm fasting. The highest I've ever gotten on fasting is 7.0 my ketones, which is crazy. Yeah, that's crazy high. Kathleen Oliver. Hey, Larry, newbie here. Hey, very cool, Kathleen. Glad you stopped by. Really cool. Now, are you a newbie, first time ever seeing our channel, or just to a live stream? But either way, it's good to see you. I'm glad you stopped by. Welcome. When you first started your program after slipping up, Marnie, you were referring to that, or Mary, you were referring to that water. Started your program after slipping up. Do you mean, I think what you're referring to is the fact that I fasted that first day, which I don't always do. But I find like if I'm coming off the standard American diet and I'm eating carbs and crap and junk, okay, let's say, and then I say the next day, okay, it's time to buckle down, get back on carnivore. Meat just does not sound good to me. My body does not want meat. I want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I want a Big Mac. That's what I want. So I usually find that I'm not hungry for meat. So I end up fasting, and that's why I drink a lot of water that first day, Mary, if that's what you're talking about, because meat just does not sound appealing to me. Now, it usually doesn't take long. The following day I'm ready to eat. I'll have some eggs and but I'm not really down for a lot of fat, coming off the standard American diet. So I hope that answers your questions. Kathy, are lattes more cream than coffee? Yes. They're usually made with milk, but I order mine when I'm at Starbucks. I'll take a venti latte with heavy cream instead of milk. And let's just say this is a pretty big glass, but let's just say this was a venti latte at Starbucks. See all the water here? I mean, this is a little bigger, but to scale, this is about right. This would all be heavy cream, and they would steam it, and then they would put a couple shots of espresso in it. So it's very little coffee, and it's all cream. So one venti latte at Starbucks, it's about 1,000 calories, you guys. If you have it made with heavy cream, it's crazy, but they're so good. But man, I was getting let's see. Yeah, I was up to getting it with 3 or 4 shots of espresso too. Which would cut down on the cream, but any way you cut it, there's a ton of cream and it's no good for you. So, Carnivore Frank, what is up, my friend? Hey, Larry, February is shaping up for my month of a full carnivore, for a full month of strict carnivore. All right, Frank, we're watching you, brother. uh, oh, let's see. Kathleen went carnivore a few months and felt great, and then got beef burnout and quit. And now I'm trying to get back on track. Yep, you hit the wall of doom, right, Kathleen? Yeah, beef burnout, that's a real thing. A lot of people give up the carnivore diet because that happens. So, a few months though, that's awesome. It sounds like you felt great, so you're going back to it, right? That's what I always say about, once you know the truth, it'll set you free, because once you have a little time under your belt eating the carnivore diet, you know how good you feel, and that's what you should be doing. It's crazy, but it's true. Again, Kathleen, I'm glad you found us. Broken Carnivore, Kansas City Chiefs and the Eagles. There you go. Like I said, all my family, except my sons. My sons, probably because me, I don't watch football, but all of my extended family love football. All of Cassie's family, are huge Bears fans. So I always, now if I got money on the game, I've been to many poker parties where they're, Super Bowl, party. If I got money on the game, I love it. I usually don't watch. Gidget, hey Gidget, stay strong. Love the channel. Appreciate that. Kathy Ray, how can animals even survive at negative 47, right? You'd be surprised that there are a lot that can. All right, let's see. Ooh, Jonna, I work outdoors in those temps. You dress in layers. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that was probably, gosh, that was probably my second year in Chicago when I felt those kind of temperatures. And oh my gosh, it's brutal. Matt, yeah, 30 is only dangerous if carbs are the main diet plan. 30 as carnivore for fat adapted, not that big a worry. Yeah, for sure. 30 is pretty low, and um, Cassie she was a little worried she wasn't in ketosis because she's been eating quite a bit of cheese, with all those chaffle recipes. My Mo, when she gets on her recipes, yeah, she fires them up. But you're right. You're right. It's not if you like you were on the standard American diet and you hit 30. I remember when I did that very first long fast, I did the 14 days, and my blood sugar was like 53, and I looked up on Google. It said go to the emergency room right away, and I ended up calling Sean, the intentional carnivore, and I was like, dude, and he said no, 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 because Sean was a paramedic. He said, you're fine, as long as your ketones are high. And then I kept looking, and I actually saw a little video from Dr. Berg where he was talking about that. And it was totally fine if your blood sugar was that low, as long as your ketones were really high. And like I said, my ketones were off the chart, man. They were like 7. So, uh, yeah, Mary. Okay. Yeah, when you started your diet again after putting the weight back on the first day or two, you drink only water. Yeah, just because the meat just doesn't sound good, at all. Kathleen, newbie to a live stream. I can't seem to catch you. Okay. I need to prioritize watching, supporting things like your channel. Okay, Kathleen, very cool. Well, I'm glad you caught it live. I'm sorry Cassie isn't here. We had planned to both be here, but it didn't work out. But glad you caught one. Thanks, everyone. What a welcoming group. Yeah, for sure. We have the best viewers on YouTube. Everybody's real down to earth. That's what makes our Facebook private group so awesome. It's free. Anybody doesn't know about it, just look up Carnivore Quest Community, and we really do have good people in there. Keto Simple. My Starbucks order when I go, Venti Americano with heavy cream. Absolutely. Yeah, I enjoy Americano during the summer without any cream. Keto Simple. Yeah, they're really good. And the crazy thing is when I started, this is kind of sad, but when I started doing those lattes um, at Starbucks, I didn't realize how much cream was in there. I was pretty ignorant, and I never looked it up. I didn't know. I just knew it tasted amazing. I thought it was mostly coffee, mostly coffee, and then a little bit of steamed heavy cream. Well, it was the opposite of that, and I didn't know it. And, come on, man. You have a lifestyle diet channel on YouTube, and you're not going to know what you're putting in your mouth. I felt pretty stupid because I was drinking those for a while and didn't realize it. But yeah, Americano, that's the way to go. Let's see. I don't think Starbucks has heavy cream only half and half, at least in the South. Our Starbucks does. Yeah, I'm in the South. Yeah, they have it like part of their, part of their menu too. So maybe just in your area. Uh, Jonna, yeah, no, Starbucks does. Might just be Keto Simples. Or who said that? Oh, MAP, MAP. All right, let's see here. Kathleen, it's so easy. I just need support to get through the hard days, and I found it right here. How do I find schedule? Schedule for our channel? We're pretty random. If that's what you mean, Kathleen. I don't know if you're talking to somebody else in the chat. Doug, my OMAD today was 6 eggs, 10 ounces of bacon, 10-ounce strip steak, stuffed. Yeah, there you go. That's a nice big old meal there, Doug. I don't know if I'd be able to get all that down. Maybe. That's a big meal, though. That's great. You don't watch for commercials? Laugh out loud. You guys are talking amongst yourselves now. I've had my Mojo say hi. Really? Uh, Sorry. This is when I feel weird, guys. When I'm on a live stream and it kind of gets, when I'm trying to read some stuff here and it gets quiet. I feel like it's an uncomfortable silence for you guys. For those of you who have just stopped by, I like my new glasses. And Cassie couldn't make it tonight. Something came up, so Lonely Larry here. I put that on the thumbnail. I'm like, what am I gonna put? Yeah, I guess just a goofy picture of me and then Lonely Larry in the title. Big Steve, when I don't feel like eating meat, I simply fast. Yep, that's pretty much been our strategy too, Steve. Oh, itchy throat. Jennifer, do you think it's okay eating chicken and pork? Does it really matter? Oh yeah, absolutely. Jennifer, you can have anything, any meat. Yeah, I enjoy them both. I didn't do chicken for January because I was doing the beef, butter, bacon, and eggs challenge. But in February, I've already had some chicken thighs. Yeah, amazing. And you can use a little seasonings, if you find you can tolerate them. Some people don't, so you just got to find out what works for you. But you can definitely have any kind of meat. Just be aware that, some meat does have carbs, like beef, any kind of liver has carbs, shellfish, shrimp has carbs, not much, you know what I mean? Lobster has a few carbs, but you can eat, enjoy it. Matt, Doug sounds tasty right now and fasting. What's crazy, you guys, is when I did that 21-day fast, I binge watched so many food channels. Like, you guys know I reacted to that Beard Meats Food. I watched so many of his videos while I was fasting. Isn't that crazy? I don't know why. Don't ask me, the psychological mechanism that had me doing that, but that's what I was doing. Emma, when you were door dashing, did you get big tips? Yeah, I mean, it depended. It's definitely, you're not going to retire early door dashing. But yeah, there were a few times I would get I think the biggest tip I ever got, let me think. I delivered a bunch of pizzas to an office party, and they gave me a $50 tip. That was not typical though. But the great thing about door dashing is you can see how much money you're going to make before you accept the order. So because you are not actually an employee of DoorDash, you are a private contractor. So if you see that somebody ordered McDonald's and they're 5 miles away, it'll show you how much they've tipped you. And if they don't tip anything, you don't. DoorDash will pay you like $2.50, but I'm not going to accept that order and drive 8 miles round trip for $2.50, that might not even cover my gas. You know what I mean? So a lot of people find that when they don't tip on DoorDash, their food never gets picked up, and it just sits at the restaurant, gets cold, and then DoorDash has to refund their money. So Miss Joyce Fox, what's up, Miss Joyce? Overland Park, Kansas, here rooting for you. Very cool. Maintenance here, but needing help and encouragement at times. Well, you can always stop by, and we'll always root for you, Miss Joyce. That is a fact. And congratulations on getting on maintenance mode, right? I can't wait to get there. For sure. That's awesome. MAP, yeah. Wow, I don't think I've seen a 7.0. Yeah. You go back and look at that 14-day fast. I documented it. It was crazy. It was like on day 11, something like that. I remember because I was out working on the cars and I came in and checked and it was 7.0. I was like, wow, my ketones. Bonnie. Hey, Bonnie. Just got off a call of another group where they were talking about priming. I don't want to do priming. Hopefully not everyone does that. No, I remember Sean made a few guest appearances on the Intentional Carnivore, made a few guest appearances in Bella Steak and Butter Gals group, and they talked a lot about priming. And yeah, I've never done priming. I guess it's where you eat a ton of food where you almost hit the wall of doom. You get sick of the food, and then you start your diet. I'm not exactly sure, but Sean briefly told me. And no, I've never done priming. Neither did Cassie, so you don't have to, Bonnie. Hey, Jennifer Jones. Good to see you, Jennifer. Yep. Jennifer's always rooting us on. Hi, made it to another one. Love you guys. We love you back, Jennifer. Cassie couldn't make it tonight. I'll tell you, stop by. For sure. Good to see you. Kel. What is up, Kel? Found a chaffle recipe with just ground beef, eggs, and salt. Guess it would be called a baffle or a baffle. Can't do dairy, so I'm glad I found it. Very cool. Yeah, I said earlier, Cassie's been messing around with a couple recipes that she got from you guys that doesn't have cheese in the chaffle. I don't think any of them had ground beef though, so very cool. Oh, excuse me. Jeez, you hear that burp? She's always down for a new one though, Kel. Ketovore Mike, what's up, Mike? Question. Hey Larry, good to see you. Does your CPAP help you feel better in any way when you use it? I don't feel a difference if I use mine or not. Yeah, for sure. I do, Mike. I feel better when I use it. I do. I stop breathing in the middle of the night, and I feel like I'm just totally out of energy the next day. You know, I know my oxygen levels go down throughout the night. So, if your doctor is telling you to use it, you should probably use it. But I do feel a difference. I appreciate the question, man. Keto Simple. Yeah, that's why I like Americanos. Mostly espresso and water and a bit of heavy cream. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, during the summertime, my go-to is the iced Americano. Just espressos over ice. And those are easy to make at home too, if you have an espresso machine. We actually just got rid of ours. So there'll be no more espressos at home for us. But for sure. Grandson, 18 months, is carnivore. Loves chaffle. Yeah. Keto Simple. Hey, none of us creators know everything. It takes a village. For sure. We have learned so much from our community, Keto Simple. That is a fact. Hey, Mary. Hey, Larry, my first live. Very excited. Love you and Cassie. I'm excited you're here too, Mary. Very cool. Hope you enjoy. I hope you can keep you entertained. It's just me tonight, kind of hanging out with my peeps solo. So it's good to see you. Joseph Chase, what is up, my man? Man of God right here. God bless you, Larry. You are the best. It's good to see you, Joseph. Thank you. I'm glad you stopped by, brother. Hope you're staying strong. Joseph's another one of those carnivores that he has a hard time sticking to it. You know, there's a lot of us out there. And whenever I see you struggling in group, Joseph, I always say a quick prayer for you. Mary Mac, loved your daily videos. Will you be continuing? That's a good question. I was going to bring that up earlier. Yes, I am going to do more daily vlogs because the countdown hasn't stopped, right? What are we at? This would be day 34 of the greatest carnivore diet comeback in history. Yeah, they really help me to stay on track. So I will be doing more of those. You know, they don't get a ton of views because they're not the highest quality production. You know what I mean? But I'm happy, you know, if it gets 2,000 to 4,000 views, I'm happy with that. That's reaching our core audience, and that's cool. Because, you know, I mean, yeah, you got to vlog what you're eating that day, and it doesn't take a lot of time to edit those videos. They're very simple, you know, but it really does help me stay on track. And I know a lot of you said it helped you. So, Mary, I'm definitely going to keep doing those. Cassie and I are actually going out of town for a couple days, kind of like a romantic getaway. And we might vlog some of that, but I'll definitely be starting up my daily vlogs when we get back. And like I said, we might vlog some of our trip. We're taking a road trip, getting a hotel for a couple days, just some me and her time before the grandbaby comes, going up to North Carolina, and it's going to be really fun. So I'm definitely going to be doing those videos when I come back, though, Mary, for sure. Jonna, our community is awesome. Welcome, Mary. Ignorance is bliss, isn't it? Right, Kathy? Are you talking about those lattes? For sure. Patty, Larry's laugh makes my heart happy. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. I've always had a hearty laugh. I get that from my dad. My dad and my older brother, who's passed away now, but they both had the identical laugh as me. I watch old family videos, you know, like fishing in the high Sierras, and yeah, it's crazy how our laugh is identical. So very cool. Spirit Junkie, are you doing any activity or just strict meals? Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I have not been doing any activity. Cassie went for a walk today. She tried to get me to go, and I made up an excuse. You know, I didn't want to go because Cassie can do 2 miles really easy. And yeah, I haven't. But she actually just ordered. We have, if you guys remember the Nintendo Wii, gosh, it's been a couple years since we showed that on the channel. But she just ordered a new board. It's like, gosh, I forget what it's called. It's where you do like the workouts on your TV, and there's a stepping board, and you can check your weight on it. We've shown it on the channel, but the board it came with that goes with the video game, ours was old and it took a dump, and Cassie ordered a new one off Amazon. And I think it was like $90. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like 15 years old, that system. But they, you know, the more rare they get, the more expensive they get. Well, anyway, she had just got one, and she told me, she said, I want you to get on here and start, you know, doing, because they have all kind of games you can do, you know, and you have the controllers, like you can do boxing. And so she made me promise that, you know, I'll get on there and do it. She bought it without me knowing. She said, all right, I got this. She knows I'm not a huge fan of walking. So I'll definitely start doing it. But no, I haven't been doing any activity. Lonely Larry. We love it like we were chilling in the living room together. Oh, very cool. Very cool. My throat has been itchy all day. I hope I'm not getting some right before our road trip. Gypsy the goat stuck to carnivore in January. Awesome. But lost only 4 pounds. So upset. Had a moment of what's the point? But I'm sticking to it as at least I like what I eat. Didn't gain any weight. Head games, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I can understand why you'd be upset at, only 4 pounds. But as Cassie said, at least the scale went down. Right, Gypsy? That name's funny. Gypsy the goat. Awesome. Yeah, I'm glad you're sticking to it, though. And why not, right? If you're enjoying your meat. Joseph had the flu last week. Lots of broth. Last week and this week. Oh, brutal, brother. Yeah, I had broth when Cassie and I were sick too. That broth out from her chicken soup. Keto Simple. I watch food challenges videos and triple D when I'm fasting. Hey, Pamela, you go, Larry. People hit the like button and share. Hey, awesome, Pamela. Thank you. Pam Lane. Good to see you, Pam. Bama J, I'm late. Went back and started at the beginning. Now there is a true Carnivore Quest fan. Gypsy, your new glasses looks good on you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of glasses. I like these better than my old ones, for sure. And these got the fancy transition where you go outside and they get kind of dark. I went to the dump with little Larry today, and I looked over at him. I said, "Do I look hip?" He says, "Dad, you're crazy." Yeah, but they did. They in the sunlight they got dark. I thought that was really cool. Priming is awesome. There you go. Let's see. Any more questions, guys? You guys are chatting amongst yourself, which I love to see. Love the community. Big Steve. Yeah, Big Steve. I feel like I'd be dead already without my CPAP machine. Yeah, it's amazing, Steve. When I first got it, I fought. I did not want to use it. I hated it. And then once Cassie kind of put down the hammer, so you have to use it. And once I started using it after 3 or 4 weeks, now if I'm without it, I really can't sleep without it. It's like I need it to sleep. It's crazy. So I feel you. Yeah, James, coffee beans full of oxalates. Yeah, they are. That's definitely a decision you got to make whether you're going to have coffee or not. For sure. Personal decision. Well, Larry, glad Cassie is okay. Congratulations on the about to arrive on the 14th. Yeah, our grandbaby. So now we are going to say goodnight and keep strong. Okay, good night, guys. I might be a little behind on the chats, you guys. I'm so sorry. Ambiguous Antique. Did you make the egg clock or purchase it? I am wanting to make one. No, Cassie purchased this one. Can you see it in the background there? Is it? I'm not sure. Or have you seen it in our other videos? Yeah, I believe she bought that one. Gypsy the Goat, so glad to hear you're keeping up with the extra videos. They're helpful. Good, I'm glad you enjoy them. And they really are helpful for me too. So, Kathy, what is your community address? I didn't catch it. Look on Facebook, search Carnivore Quest Community. And you answer a few questions. And then me, Cassie, or one of the moderators will approve you to get in. We have about 4,400 members right now, and we're always removing people because we like to keep it small. I always said I wanted to keep it under 5,000 people. And, the only reason we remove people is people are inactive for a couple months. They don't post and they're never on, and we remove them, so keep it small. Joseph, going back to walking resistance pool starting tomorrow. That also builds determination to eat right too. Very cool, man. Yeah, Cassie's going to get me exercising no matter what. When we go up to North Carolina, we'll probably be doing some, beginner hiking, some walking around, checking out some waterfalls, stuff like that. So, question, Anthony. I find I do well for a while. Then once doing well, I relapse because of that feeling. Does anyone else experience that? Seems like I lose focus on the end goal. Absolutely, Anthony. That happened to me early on in our journey. It's almost like you want to reward yourself with bad food for doing good, right? I mean, it's a crazy thought process, but I have done that. And I'm sure a lot of people in this live have done it too. So don't beat yourself up too much, my man. I bought myself a walking pad. Love it. Very cool, Jonna. Mary, Larry, those cheesy chaffles are like a cheat food. But that dang cheese wakes up the carbohydrate giant in me, plus causes cravings in me. I have to stay completely away from cheese. Totally understand that, Mary. And the great thing is you've realized that about yourself, right? That's half the battle is knowing that. So very cool. Kathy, I'm easily influenced. Now I want coffee and cheese. Janice, Larry, vitamin C is really helpful right now for that throat. Okay, very cool. My dad was a big, big proponent of vitamin C and vitamin E. He took it every day, a ton of it too. I know we had a fan on in our room last night and listening to a little praise and worship music before I put my CPAP on. I kind of dozed off for a little while. But whenever I have a fan on like that, I wake up, my throat is scratchy. Usually lasts about a day. So I feel good otherwise, Keela, or is that Kyla? Keela? I have a Nintendo Wii too. Hubby and I were thinking of doing the exercises on it too. Cool. Good for you, Larry. Yeah, that Wii Fit Plus is really fun. So for sure, if you look back at some of our old videos, like that one video I did, it's kind of a goofy way in where I rip off my shirt, and we used the Wii for that video. So, Joseph, Larry is Riz in his new glasses. Great advice from Kel right here. Remember, this scale is a terrible way to measure success. Muscle is heavier than fat. Go by how your clothes feel and measure. That is true. But man, it is a good feeling when that scale goes down, Cal. You know it. But you're right. Nancy, my CPAP works great. Maybe ask if your pressure needs adjustment. Oh, excuse me. Or your mask doesn't fit you right. Yeah. Only bummer about mine is, I had no problems. You guys know I get the pink eye from my mask leaking. I had no problems with that when I had my teeth. But when I had my teeth pulled and got my dentures, since you have to sleep at night without your teeth, I got nothing right here for my mask to rest on. And so it tilts. It sucks. Some people have said, well, they have, like a mouth guard you can put in while you sleep. That's probably something I should try. Because I never had a problem with pink eye when I had my teeth in, before I got them pulled. So, Bella Brat, whereabouts is a romantic getaway? Unique or special? No, just got a room just for two of us in North Carolina, trying to chill. We might up in the mountains. We might swing by the Cherokee and play a poker tournament. We might do that for an afternoon, but yeah, just hang out up there. We're going to be super busy once the grandbaby comes. And then Cassie will start her new job probably around the 1st of March. So, just taking a little time for us. It'd be cool. Question, Carnivore Connie. What's up, Connie? To anyone with how do you say that, guys? Osteoarthritis. I have it in my lower back, and Carnivore has done a great job of reducing pain. But is there any tips to make it even better? Anyone? Let's see. Anna. Hey, Anna. How are you doing? I realize I need to stop weighing myself because I get depressed and do worse. Yes, that happened to Cassie a lot, Anna, early in our journey. A lot. And I finally convinced her, baby, you can't weigh every day, because if she doesn't see what she wants to see, she got bummed out and she'd slip up. So, yeah, That's why I pretty much do once a month now. B-Dog, what's up? Hey, y'all, I'm working on taxes. Ugh, I hear you there. I'm doing good, going for 90 days strict, and it's called self-sabotage. It's mental, and I think most of us deal with it. For sure. It's good to see you, B-Dog. Glad you swung by. And good luck on those taxes. Oh, what a pain in the butt, man. I'll tell you. Plus, this year, I told you guys when I was going to give up DoorDash for a while, I sold a bit of our cryptocurrency profile. So now I got to, figure that in our taxes too. I've done it before, but it just makes it more of a pain, So the only thing between you and exercise is the front door. Yeah, for sure. You've been talking to Cassie. Anna, my goal is not to weigh myself for the entire month of February. Great goal right there. Yep, stay away from it. Actually, I had Cassie put it in the closet one time. Just like take it and put it in the top shelf of the closet, Make it tough to get it down. Yeah. Spirit Junkie. I was keto with treats at first, but I think quitting diet soda and all the man-made oils has been my biggest leverage for a permanent carnivore. Something about time to adjust to meats helped me. Very cool. I never had a problem with diet soda, but I know a lot of people who really struggled with it. Anthony, for your CPAP solution, you could try wearing eye shades. Yeah, I've tried a couple things, Anthony. Um, the one thing I want to try that I haven't was using like medical tape just over my eye, keep it shut. But Cassie's afraid it'll pull out my eyelashes. But yeah, I tried an eye patch, that didn't work at all. So I appreciate the advice, though, buddy. Emma, question: what time do you usually go to bed? How many hours of sleep do you need? I'm a night owl. I usually get to sleep in. Yeah, I usually get. It depends, Emma. I mean, if I'm just eating carnivore, living life, I get 7 to 8 hours sleep. If I'm doing any kind of fasting, um, I sometimes deal with insomnia, and I'll get like 4 to 5 hours sleep, maybe. So, but for the most part, I sleep pretty good. And it depends also what Cassie and I are doing as far as our nighttime entertainment. Like if we play a little chess before bed, we'll go to bed early. Or if we watch a little TV and it's a show we really like, we start binge watching and we might stay up. She'll fall asleep on the couch and I'll wake her up around midnight, and then get her to bed, and I'll get up around 8. So it just depends. The two crazy ketos gave up their scale for about a year. Dang. Yeah, I haven't seen any of their content in a while. I should stop by their channel. They seem like very nice people. I've never talked to them personally, but they seem pretty cool. Well, guys, I can't believe it. I think I am caught up. Nancy, I am very happy that you're keeping up content. It really helps me. Very cool. Lady, Fritz Ader, what is going on? Hello, all. Good to see you. Glad I caught you. I'm going to be stopping here soon. I'm really glad you stopped by. I get a chance to say hi. Anna's got a question. Do you just eat when you're... Oops, sorry. Do you just eat when you feel full or go by 1 gram protein for every gram of desired weight? So 150 grams of protein to 150 pounds. I don't do any of that, Anna. That's why I couldn't do keto because all the tracking and stuff. I just eat when I'm hungry and I eat till I'm full. And it's whatever I'm craving. That's pretty much it for me. Mary Mac, my husband's CPAP mask is just like the oxygen mask in the hospital. Hope you understand that. Yeah, I do. B-Dog, you look like you're feeling better. You got this. I do. I really do. And that's up. Do you use ResMed cushion liner? That's what my husband uses. No, I forget what mine's called. It's a gel mask, like a gel. I just ordered some too. I forget what they're called, but no. Emma, why is my name not green and some are? Are they special and not me? Laugh out loud. Oh, no, Emma, everybody's special. That might be because they're a member of the channel, which we don't promote a whole lot, but you can join the channel, become a member. There's a ground beef level for like $2.99 a month. And then the ribeye level, I think, is $6.99 a month or $7.99 a month. It's just a way to support Carnivore Quest and, put out members only videos and, which we need to do more of. But yeah, that's why you're not feeling special right now. Hey, Jessica, what is up? Dean, what's up, Dean? Hello from Alabama. Good to see you. And Dean and Jessica, glad you stopped by. Anna, tell Cassie hi for me. I will. She'll know who I'm talking about. Anna Frazier. For sure. Gosh, you guys, I am all caught up on the comments. So I'm going to take a drink of water here. Give me a second. Very cool. All right. Any more comments or questions? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Bella Brat. Oh wow. Cheers to all the questers here. This is for all you do, Larry, and your romantic weekend with Cassie. Wow. Totally unexpected and just wow. Thank you so much, Bella Brat. That is the biggest super chat we've ever gotten. So thank you very much. Wow. Amazing. Not expected and wow. That's all I can say. Thank you. As Cassie would say, camera fund. No, now we're gonna have to vlog. Maybe if we stop at a restaurant and get something to eat. So this is a Bella Brat. Look this up. Thank you again. It's so kind. Emma D, wow, big tip, right? It's very kind of you. Thank you. Roots, Rocks, and Feathers. Hey, Larry, about to go to bed. Wanted to see your face. Shows a vast improvement over a month ago. Hope you had a great week. Good night, Cynthia. Good night to you, Cynthia. Yeah, thanks, Cynthia. I wish I lost a little more weight, but I do feel so much better. So very cool. Wow, right? Bella with the kindness and Big Steve. Bless you, Bella. Yeah, that was very generous, Bella. What a way to end the stream, right? It's just amazing. I'm actually feeling great, and Cassie's not back. If you guys have any more questions, I don't want to sit here and like not. You guys are the only ones I'm interacting with. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if I just sit here, you guys get totally bored, and I don't want to do that. But I'm willing to answer any more of your questions you have. I wish I could throw on like my favorite music and not get a copyright strike, right? That'd be cool. uh, oh, carnivore, you were Frank. My bad. You were drinking water when I asked, "Are you guys going to Kip's meetup in April?" That's a very good question, and I've been thinking about it. And if I do go, it would probably only be me. But you never know. Cassie might be able to swing it too. But I already told Kip there's a possibility I'd be able to make it. So we shall see on that one, Frank. That'd be really cool though. Because Kip came to our meetup last year. He traveled, I was thinking it was 7 hours for him to come to ours. So I'd like to return the favor and see everybody. You know what I mean? We share a lot of the same audience. Our audience is Kip's audience. So we'll have to see. Thank you for hanging out with us. It's 2 a.m. here in the UK. You got some of that insomnia going on, huh? Bella Brad, I can't tell you how much you do. Means to all of us. Wow. That's really cool, Bella. Thank you. I'm glad in some way our crazy journey has helped people. It's turned into so much more than we ever thought it would. A lot of you know when we started the channel, it was to keep ourselves accountable. We were a little, sometimes we say selfish, but I think that's the wrong word. That was just our focus, was keeping us from sticking bad food in our mouth, and my past, my past experience with sobriety and being a part of so many people's recovery from drugs and alcohol, I know the power of accountability, and accountability has saved many a drug addict's life and many alcoholics' life, and I knew it would help us in me and Cassie's journey to stick to a low carb diet, especially with the realization we had to do it to keep her cancer away. That's how she felt about it. And that's the reason we started the channel. And then once we had lost 100 pounds each, we started inspiring others, and it turned into something amazing. So, the crazy thing is too, when I got sober, I was 10 years in the bottle, they always say start a new hobby when you get sober. And I had, I almost became a professional pool player. I played the guitar. I had many hobbies, but I never dreamt I would start video editing as a hobby. And that's what I did when I got sober. And then now I make a living, making videos and editing for you guys. So it's pretty cool how God works and how it all came together. So, I mean, if the channel keeps growing, I could do this full time, but not quite yet. So, but yeah, appreciate that. Spirit Junkie, the honesty you and your wife share is so real. It's incredible. Thank you. No, thank you. Jordan, I am considering fasting. Do you have any good resources, or can you give me your insights? I know you've done a few fasts, right? Yeah, Jordan. How long do you plan on fasting? Are you planning on fasting like a couple days a week, or are you plan on doing like one long, super long fast? Let me know real quick. I'll see your next comment. Just tell me that. Kathy Ray, you can play something for us. I wish I could, but with a live stream, you get a copyright strike pretty easy. Kathy Ray, please come. Last year I was living in Texas. Now I'm living in the same city as Kip. Okay. Bonnie, Kip is Carnivore Kip. Check out his channel on YouTube. He is a super cool young man trying to get his life back. Him and his wife Mackenzie just had a little girl. Just almost been 3 years now. She's almost 3 years old. And Kip's pretty heavy. I think he's around the 400-pound mark. He might be a little lighter than that now, but he is down to earth Alabama boy. You know, he's super cool. So you want to check out his channel, Carnivore Kip. But yeah, I hope I make it. How long will your road trip be? Cassie and I think we're staying 2 nights. So it's going to be nice. Oh, Shelly, got to drop off the live stream now. Have a great night, everyone. Good night, Shelly. God bless you. We'll see you. Yeah, everybody's telling you, Carnivore Kip. Yeah, Kip's good dude. All right. Yvette's question. Hi, Larry. Just bought Elements and saw a video that said potassium chloride it will damage kidneys, so as opposed to their potassium types. So now afraid to use it. Have you heard this? No, I haven't, Yvette. I haven't heard anything about that. And I know Dr. Barry is cool with Elements, so I think if there was a problem with that kind, he would probably speak out with it. There's a big controversy that it had, what did it have in it, you guys? Maltodextrin, in their flavored ones, and people were tripping on it, which I get, like if you're diabetic, but no, I haven't heard anything about that as far as chloride goes. Potassium chloride will damage your kidneys, so. I actually just saw a video from Dr. Barry, what did he say? Oh, the number one thing that will damage your kidneys is spiking your blood sugar. Yeah. It was a YouTube short. I just saw that before I started the live stream. But yeah, Yvette, I don't think it would be, but that's just my opinion. Sunny Side of Carnivore, what a cool name. Hi, Larry. I'm new to the community, but have followed you both for years. Thank you for your determination. After a long grief cycle of about 18 months, I'm back on carnivore, and you're both inspiring me. Well, very cool. Whatever loss you suffered, I'm very, very sorry. If you know our story, you know I've been there, and I'm glad you're coming out of it. That is huge. So, from my heart to yours, seriously. And I'm glad you're back. Oh, Emily, play your guitar. Now I gotta admit something. I've said this on other live streams. Both those guitars right there are missing strings. So no, I'm not gonna play the guitar. Yeah, I saw Chris Cookie Nashville bust out the guitar. I don't know if he plays my kind of music. I like a lot of heavy metal stuff my flesh likes, But yeah, I appreciate that. I do have to get new strings on these guitars, though, for sure. Because I do enjoy playing. And a question, has Cassie ever gotten off and then decided to still not weigh herself due to the cheat that may have happened? I believe so. I do believe she has. She, other than some dairy, Cassie hasn't messed up in quite a while. I'm proud of her. I'm glad she didn't follow my lead, and totally blow it. Matt, potassium chloride is no salt recommended by many physicians, available in every grocery store. B-Dog, I had not seen any posts in a while from Carnivore Kip. I just realized I was not on his subscriber list. So I re-upped. I'm in Texas now. I'd love to drive out. Who knows? That would be cool. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you resubscribed to his channel. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, he almost joined me on this live stream, but he couldn't make it. So, hey, thanks for helping me get back on track with my carnivore health goal. You're very welcome. I'm glad I could help. Cassie and I, that makes us happy. Uh, Gosh, I keep burping. Jordan, a few days to start, but work my way up to a couple weeks maybe. Hmm. All right. Anna, okay, you're gonna clear this up for me, Anna. Example: doing well, messed up, is still, even though one knows the scales are going to be up, decides to still not weigh oneself. Get my thoughts? I do. Uh, yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't think. I don't think Cassie's ever done that. Yeah, the only time she's ever put up the scale is when she's doing really well. You know, Cassie's problem with the scale was she's doing carnivore, she's doing great, but she's not seeing the results she wants because she's checking every single day. You know what I mean? And sometimes your weight fluctuates. For whatever reason, you might gain a pound on carnivore for a day. You're just holding on to a little more water for whatever reason. And it would just get her so down in the dumps. And then she would be like, well, what's the point? I gained a pound. I'm talking earlier in our journey. So that scale can mess with a lot of people. Now, Sean White, the intentional carnivore, he got on the scale every single day. The man lost 300 pounds in a year. He got on the scale every single day. It motivated him. Where me, yeah, I'm once a month. I'm cool with that. Very nice campground where Kip's meetup is, and all free food. Also, we were doing a 5K walk at the meetup. Yeah, I saw that, and I thought that was really cool. Kip was providing all the food. We actually we did our meetup. We charged people, not a lot. It was just enough to cover all the food. But Cassie went above and beyond, like decorations and linens for the table, and I saw that Kip did that, and I just thought that was really cool. So, um, Jennifer, you ever think about making Chris cooking Nashville's bread? I'm excited to try it. I'll have to report on how I like it. Oh, Jennifer, there are so many things of Chris cooking Nashville I want to make. He's always got some. I saw you the other day. He had a carnivore potato chips. I'm like, what? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to uh, try some of his bread for sure. Maybe even do a video, and do a shout out to him, trying one of his recipes. Cassie did one of his pizza recipes. So yeah, Chris is a cool guy. Hmm. What's Nashville's bread? Everybody wants to know now, right? See, see. I weigh myself almost every day too. Yeah, some people do. Hey, the Divine Love Project. I'm in China, and you've become a morning ritual for me. Thanks for being you. My CGM keeps reading high. Uh, I'm doing my best to get it down. More exercise really helps me too. Well, very cool. All the way from China. I believe you are the first viewer I've ever heard from in China. So that is so cool. Very cool. uh, yeah, we gave donations, but he didn't ask for anything, right? Oh, I know he knows how to cook. Yeah, I'm hoping to make it. Right? Cool, China. That's so rare. Oh, you guys, wow, we have gone an hour and 50 minutes. Just me hanging out with y'all. I love you guys. You guys rock. All right, before you bail, if you could hit the like button for me, that'd be really cool. And gosh, we'll see you in the next one, all right? You guys, I had a great time hanging out tonight. And I can only do that in the greatest carnivore diet community on YouTube, and that's here at Carnivore Quest. I love y'all, and we'll see you in the next one. Remember, no sugar, no carbs, and no cheating.